everybody. So today I'm actually going to be doing something different from my usual video. I'm not singing, at least that's not the plan. I might just randomly break out into song. It happens, and if it does, I'm sorry. So today I'm actually going to be talking about some books that I bought recently at the Barnes & Noble summer blowout sale. I was kind of disappointed. I thought that the sale was going to be bigger than it actually was, but I still bought a couple books. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get into talking about those. So the first one I got, it's a book of poetry, and I'm super excited, and it's super pretty. It's called The Romantic Poets. It's a collection of poetry by Coleridge, Byron, Keats, Blake, Wordsworth, and Shelley. It's really nice. So in my English class, we started talking about romantic poets, and we started reading a couple of like Keats work, John Keats, and Wordsworth, Shelley, you know, the basics. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. So then when I saw this, I was like, oh, I need to buy it. What was that noise? So here is the outside cover. Beauty, gorgeous. Here's the inside cover, which I think is super pretty. Then we have like the poems, you know, with the author name on top, like right there. I can't read it, but that's fine. I can read it like this, but you know, yeah. I'm really excited to actually delve into this book. I haven't quite yet because I have not finished one of the other books, and I am trying to actually get through some of my TBR, so we'll see if I ever finish my TBR. I probably won't. The next book is actually something that I have started reading. It's Neil Gaiman's Stardust. Here's the cover, here's the back. Basically, I found this after reading, I watched Good Omens, the show, and then I'm like, ooh, good show, must read book. So I read the book, loved the book, decided that I need to read more of Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, so I found myself a Neil Gaiman book. I was about to grab American Gods, but then I saw this title, I'm like, ooh, Stardust, that sounds fun. And the synopsis is so stinking cool. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll just go by Fly because why not? Basically, it's about a young man named Tristan Thorne who lives in a very secluded town or village called The Wall. He is half, I want to say fairy, but I'm not entirely sure if the mother was a fairy. Some sort of mythological creature, pretty sure fairy, but he doesn't know this. So his father is human and raises Tristan as human, and he falls in love with one of the girls in the village named Victoria Foster, right? Yes. Forrester or Foster. One of the two. I think that's her last name. And she's like, no. But she tells him that if he catches the star that fell while they were talking and brings it back to her, she will marry him. And so he sets out to get the star and finds a woman there where the star fell. He starts to talk to her and finds out that she actually is the star and starts to take her to his home. And after that, I will not tell you a single thing because spoilers. So, really good book. I highly recommend it. Really fun. Yeah. Okay. Next book is actually not like a book. It's a bunch of like sheet music because I am a music nerd. So like it's all the songs from Greatest Showman. So like it has on the outside cover, you know, it's Greatest Showman, and then we have that again. Then we have some photos from the movie. We have some more photos from the movie, and then we have the index with all of these songs on it. See if I can get that. Alright, so The Greatest Show, A Million Dreams, Come Alive, all of that. And then has the sheet music. So it is for vocals, piano, and guitar. So it has all of that stuff on there, which is really cool to me. So because I'm a giant nerd, I feel like I will use this at least a little bit. Yeah. Really excited to learn some really amazing pieces off of this book. It's exciting. I'm ready. Not really, but I will try to be. So the next book, she chunky. The Modern Fairy Tales by Holly Black. I'm a little bit worried about this. So a little bit background about what this book is about. Basically, it's based off of one of the side characters in one of my favorite books, The Cruel Prince. This one, I've read it a couple times. Hundreds. Not true. But, quite a few. And, I mean, look at the page difference. I mean, I'm excited for the amount of reading this will take. That was a weird way of putting it. But, basically, it's about a girl. I'm gonna read the synopsis on the back, or at least the first paragraph of it, because I have trouble explaining books that I haven't started yet. When Kay saves the world from a strange... I just said that completely wrong. I'm sorry. You would think I'd be able to read the amount that I do it, but I really can't. So I'm sorry for that. When Kay saves the life of a strange, injured young man in the woods near her New Jersey home, she has no way of knowing that her life is forever changed, for she will soon become an unwilling pawn in an ancient power struggle between two rival fairy kingdoms, a struggle that could very well mean her death. Dun dun dun! But I'm really excited for this book. I am obsessed with books about fairies. I really love fairy mythology, all of that stuff. So this is an exciting thing for me to delve into. I haven't actually started it yet, but I'm so ready. And I mean, look at this cover. Another thing about it though is for me at least, Holly Black books are kind of on and off. Some books I love so much, like Doll Bones was my very first Holly Black book that I ever read. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, The Cruel Prince I loved. However, I saw the name Holly Black, and I bought a book a little while ago called, let me grab it, The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. It's this one. I'm gonna be honest, so far I'm not a big fan of it. I was really surprised because normally I really love Holly Black's writing, but for this book it just didn't really grab me, and I don't know if I'm just, not far enough into the book for it to be interesting, but I'm just not really enjoying it so far. Okay, let me just grab my pile for explaining the next book I just bought, okay? Just give me one second. Okay. So I probably don't need as much information about one graphic novel that I am about to give you. However, I really love this series, so you're gonna get a little bit of backstory. So this is the book I bought. Okay, it's the second book of the Mortal Instruments graphic novel. I'm so happy about this. The story is by Cassandra Clare, while the art is by Cassandra Jean. And can I just say, this art is so nice. I mean, look at her. I believe she also did the art for Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children graphic novel. Although I'm not entirely sure about that. The first book in the comic series was, of course, City of Bones. Read that a while ago. But this one is City of Ashes, which if you don't know, or if you haven't read the Shadowhunter series, which I think you should, looks like these two babies originally. Okay, so these are the, I think, 2000 covers. No, 2010. Yeah, I think they came out in 2010. So at least this one did. These are the original covers. I got them at a book sale. So good. I mean, the covers are terrible in the originals and in the second edition, if I'm gonna be honest. But so good. I mean, such great writing. The first book is pretty good. The second book is eh. After that, oh my god, the series gets so much better. You just fall in love with these amazing characters. Basically, these books are about a girl named Clary. It's kind of a basic YA novel. I'm just going to read the synopsis because I will go on way too long of a tangent if left to my own devices. Okay, so for City of Bones, when 15-year-old Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by 3 teenagers covered with strange tattoos and brandishing bizarre weapons. Clary knows she should call the police, but it's hard to explain a murder when the body disappears into thin air and the murderers are invisible to everybody except for Clary. Eventually startled by her ability to see them, the murderers explain themselves as Shadowhunters, a secret tribe of warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons. Within 24 hours, Clary's mother disappears, and Clary finds herself almost killed by a grotesque demon. But why would demons be interested in ordinary mundanes like Clary and her mother? And how did Clary suddenly get the sight? The Shadowhunters would like to know. Dun dun dun. I always like to do that after finishing a synopsis. I feel like it just adds a proper air to, yes, this is why they ended it there. It's just such a good series, and it gets better the further along you get. Like, I own almost every single one of the books in the series. Yeah, I think I'm missing one. The most recent one is Ghosts of the Shadowhunter Market. Super good. I'm so close to being done. This is my bookmark. It's really, really good. Yeah, and with this series, you just have to fall in love with the characters. I mean, if you don't, there's something wrong with you. At least in my head. Yeah. Well, that is all of the books that I got from the summer blowout sale. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other questions for me, or if you have any ideas of what you guys would like me to do, please comment down below. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. That would be very helpful to tell me that you guys enjoy the content I put out. A very good day. I hope it's already fantastic. If it isn't, I hope it gets better. I'm sure that it will. Have a nice day.